Hi, welcome back to my channel. I'm sorry I haven't been on YouTube for a couple of weeks, I think it is, but I've just decided to show you. I know it's not makeup or anything, but I had an appointment with my son and we thought it was a day case at the hospital, and so I packed his bag for stuff to last him, toys, activity stuff and stuff like that. So I'm just going to show you what we put in his bag. This was last week when we used this bag, and I've just about to take it all out, and then we can use the bag for other things. So it's a Spider-Man bag, but he likes putting stickers on his Spider-Man bag, so we've got Avenger stickers on his bag. So inside the bag is full of stuff. He didn't obviously use all this stuff because we later found out when we got to the hospital it was only an appointment, so he only used a couple of stuff in here, and some of the stuff he didn't actually use because I didn't buy it until yesterday. So I'm going to show you that as well, because I don't know why it's in the bag. He must have put it in the bag. So the first one, what we took to the hospital with us, was this. This was Imogen's flashcards. So she's 10 now, but she doesn't use them anymore because she can write and speak. But whereas Theo has got a speech disorder. So these here are quite old, they're just flashcards. We don't have the pen anymore, so we just use like cat, and then we say to Theo, spell cat, and it's cat, and then butterfly. He can't say butterfly. He probably could say butterfly, but obviously can't spell it. He is 5.5 and has a speech disorder, so these cards will be benefiting him. Like Braille and stuff like that. So these were quite good for him. He didn't use them, but he has used them in the past. This here is I have no idea. Why? Oh, signal thing from a magazine. This was not in the bag. This was put in the bag by someone because this was not in the bag for the hospital. Because some of the stuff isn't. This here is what we took to the hospital, and this is just like a little book. His favourite sound at the moment is ah, and it's ah, all about me, and it has the alphabet all along here, and it's just like a book, and it highlights ah, and he loves this book. And we do have another book which we took out constantly. So Imogen's just going to pass me it because it's on the chair, Imogen. On the chair, the Dumbo.
Oh, sorry.
So this is his favourite book. This was in this for his appointment, just in case he wanted me to read to him. This is his favourite book. He loves the film Dumbo. So this here is what we had for what we took, but we didn't read it. This was not in the bag for the hospital. Neither was this in the hospital bag. This here was in the hospital bag. The playing pretend, and while we were there, we done some colouring. Only 2 pages, but we can still use that again. This was not in the hospital when we went to the hospital. This was though. This he took out, and we read Gruffalo's Child to him until his consultant came to see him, and we read, and we love this book. We absolutely love this book. It's after the Gruffalo, but Theo doesn't like the Gruffalo. He likes the Gruffalo's Child, so he liked reading that to him. And then we had 2 other books. These are the books what we had, and we didn't finish the collection. We started the collection, and these are probably, I think these are, I've no idea. They don't tell you the number, but I think these are the first 2 what we got. But we didn't finish the collection. So these, he likes reading these. He didn't actually read them in the hospital. So in the book, it's got like a story about them and tells you stuff all about giraffes and other neighbours, and I think there is about a mum, the hooves. It's just a good book. I read this to Theo. My daughter Imogen also likes reading these books as well. She likes reading the Lion book. And there's Theo saying that. This is the same as the giraffe. It's about different ones. So that is what we had in his appointment bag, which was okay. This wasn't on it. This was yesterday. So I'll tell you about that in a minute. So then we have little bits in here. This is his all-time favourite book. His Auntie Shana bought this for him. It's a bit ripped, but he likes reading. Let me read it, and we have the flashlight, but the flashlight's upstairs, and it's a sound maker as well. But he just likes taking that around with him. So for the activity, we have that wasn't even in there either. I don't know why. This here, this was just a new thing what I had in the box, a little puzzle, and Thea literally destroyed it while we were at the hospital. And then we had this little activity pad from McDonald's. This was like I think this is like when Charles came out. Oh, you want a hug thing? Oh, good boy. Then we have this Percy book, and this is another favourite of his. And if this isn't Peppa Pig one, this is Imogen's. This is how old this is.
Yeah.
Imogen absolutely loved this when she was a little baby, but now obviously she's 10.
Daddy.
Theo, it's yours now, isn't it?
Yeah, Daddy.
And then we had the card thing. We had there's stuff in here what shouldn't be in here because we did take crayons. That's one of them. We didn't take these because these weren't there when we got them. So I don't know why they're in here.
Hey.
Theo, I'm trying to do a video.
I know he's just showing the people of YouTube and stuff like that.
We took this. This is for the dragon. What it's in there, but this wasn't in there either. So there's some stuff what shouldn't even be in there. A dragon. This is the dragon what Theo wanted to take with him. Then he took this. This here is already been opened by Imogen, and he took it to be surprised about these two things again. So he'll want that back now. And then he took some tiny little bits here. He did take cars. The cars are now back in where they are. So this goes with the dragon, but the other stuff he took out, but he must have put loads in. So there's another pencil which wasn't even in there. So that's the bag. What was
No.
Okay, Thea.
Fidget spinner too.
Oh, he took a fidget spinner, but I don't know where that's gone.
By your knee.
Where? Oh,
Yeah.
so he took this. This is what he took, but this is Imogen's fidget spinner. He rarely used it, so that was that bit there. So yesterday we had some very sad news. So yesterday we had some sad news. Our rabbit, Raven Roo. We call her Raven Roo because I was silly enough to think her name was Roo and her name was Raven, so her name is Raven Roo. But she sadly died. She was put to sleep. So we went out, and while it was getting sorted, the money situation was getting sorted, I went and took the kids for some sweets. in the local Home Bargains by this vet in Prenton where we live. We live in Woodchurch, so we had to travel to the vet in Prenton. So they decided that they wanted activity packs. So this was not. There was this one, and this is the Finding Dory one. This is just a colouring book. Then we had this Dory one, which was with some crayons, but Theo's took the back off it, so that's okay. So we had some pencils. We've got a mini colouring book of Finding Dory, and Theo's activity pack from Paola. And this has got like loads of activities. He's just started doing it all now, and this is his one what he's just been doing, and this is just activities. He picks anything, and if he wants stuff like Peppa Pig, if he wants Timmy Time or Star Wars or Lego, and it's an activity pack, I don't mind because he's only 5, so he's in between ages. And this was 99p in Home and Bargains, and it came with a couple of pens, and it's his first time he's ever had felt tips to himself, because normally I let him share with Imogen. So these are with that activity set. All these were with the Dory. These pencils here were with the Dory and Finding Dory. So all these were I don't even know why they're there, because I can get them. So these all here, random kind of things, were with the Dory stuff. Imogen got, just pass me Imogen.
I'll show you the page what I'm doing.
Imogen got this, as she wanted no sweets. She just wanted an activity pack, and it came with, I think it came with the same colours. Did it came with the same colours?
Nah, it came with black.
It came with these colours, and it's the Monster High. So Imogen is like she's 10, and these Monster High, she loves Monster High. If there was unicorn one, she would have had the unicorn one. It was 99. This was also 99p, and these are mainly like colouring and activities and stuff like that. And it was really nice, and she really does like it. So I'm going to pass it back to her, because she's at the moment. She also just showed me that she got, well, we already knew she had this. She got this also yesterday, a light up yo-yo. So she got this. This was only 59p, so she got that. So overall, they had a lot of stuff. Some of the stuff, if they don't use, we are going to Berlin. So, Theo did get a Chase figure as well. Imogen got 3 packs of double dip with her remaining money, which we because I tell my children what they can spend, so they pick whatever they want, and then whatever's left they can use. So they had £2 each, and they kind of got a lot for £2 in Home and Bargains. So she got these. She had 3, but she's got 2 left now. So they're her last 2. So overall, the stuff what we could use again, like the Dory stuff, no one's used that. So we are going on holiday in October. So stuff what is not been used, or has been used, but it's not been used, like it's been fully used, we'll take it in their bags. Theo's got this bag what he'll take on the plane with him with his stuff, and he's got this Angry Birds keyring. He actually picked this in Home and Bargains yesterday, and for a person to make him feel better. And he was quite shocked that it was a girl one, so he was adamant that he was giving it to Imogen, but now it's on his bag, so he must like it. So apart from that, we have had overall good couple of weeks starting from the holidays. But I just thought I'd show you some of the stuff what I put in Theo's appointment bag, what they got from yesterday, because, well, I wasn't going to show you that from yesterday, but it was already in the bag. So I think Mr. Theo had decided that he was putting it in the bag. So that's it for today. Well, today for stuff like this, because normally I just talk about beauty stuff and my everyday life. So I'll chat to you later. Okay, ta-ta.